JD Vance has historic low approval rating, or I would say favorability for a vice presidential pick.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Hard to imagine.
Tim Walz is quite popular as the public gets to know him. But that is not really what the Newsmax crowd over there sees. This is Sebastian Gorka filling in for Rob Schmidt on his show on Newsmax. And, Gorka spent a few months.
Gorka's a fill-in host?
Yeah, he is. Going from deputy assistant to President Trump for 7 months to fill-in Newsmax host. Here's supervillain, Batman supervillain Sebastian Gorka talking to Chris Coles, who is better known as Mr. Reagan on YouTube. This is the guy that did the AI DEI Kamala ad that Elon Musk shared on his platform, which should be illegal, by the way. But they had a conversation about Tim Walz and how he may be a serial killer.
The weapons of war I carried in war. He did deploy abroad to one country, Chris. It was Italy. So as he's sipping his cappuccino on the piazza, I wonder if he was firing his M16 at the pigeons. What do you think?
Oh, I'm sure he tried. Probably missed, though. Look, the left says that Tim Walz is cuddly. That's their term for him, cuddly. And I have to say it's kind of true. He's got this Santa Claus-like look to him, except this Santa Claus could potentially be a serial killer. That's the problem. He's kind of terrifying. He's sort of like, they used to say Ted Bundy was handsome, but he was a serial killer. So this is like if Santa Claus was a serial killer. I mean, this could be a movie. This guy's so creepy, so terrifying. Because he's
Bad
like
Santa?
a communist, but he looks like Santa Claus. So it's absolutely terrifying.
We'll get to the
yeah.
We'll get to the comic connections. Don't steal my thunder, Chris Coles.
Oh, no, Chris Coles. I just want to talk about how Tim Walz was on the piazzas shooting pigeons.
He undermined the entire premise of the question.
Which was?
Which was like he's a big pussy,
yes,
stealing valor, and actually this guy's like he may have a body count that we can only begin to imagine.
Yeah.
First of all, it's illegal to kill pigeons in Italy. As someone as effete as Sebastian Gorka should know that. Second of all, there are tons of horror movies where Santa's a serial killer. Yes. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. That new one with David Harbour, that I can't remember. That doesn't matter. Yes,
that was a movie. There's also the Bad Santa one where he's just like a piece of crap. Here's the serial killer Santa. Should we show this photo, or is it going to get?
Those kids have no idea what trouble they're in, and their bellies are full. You know why he's feeding them? Probably because there's some Hansel and Gretel style cannibalism on offer.
Also, if anything, he
it's
looks
like a grass-fed beef. Increase their nutritional value.
If anything, he looks like Happy John McCain.
Yes.
He looks like if you AI'd, like, what if John McCain smiled? That's what he looks like.
What if John McCain was just in the guards?
Exactly. That's why Meghan McCain is always like posting trash about him. Like,
it's really good. Yeah, he's both. He was in Italy because he was in the Army National Guard. Jesse Ventura made this case.
Carrying an M16, whether you're doing it in Italy or whether you're doing it in, Iraq, it's still a weapon of war. Like, I don't know what the.
Well, it's because he misspoke and he said I used it or something to that effect. But he's
probably did train it. But I don't get what the distinction is.
It's insane. Especially
JD Vance is also saying like, "Hey, how dare you say I didn't see combat?" When he's literally quoted saying, "Yeah, I was basically newsmaker."
Right.
Also, like, God forbid you drink a coffee in like an open square. Suddenly you're
but he had his pinky up, don't you? Because they're all trying to say, for some reason, their new thing is that he's like effeminate. That's what they're trying to say.
Yeah, I want to say to all American service personnel stationed in Europe, you're big pussies and enjoy the espresso.
How dare you enjoy a fresh croissant in France? Yes, sissies.
They just don't know what to do with him. I honestly, and I think so much of this is that they can't really attack his politics, because his politics are just like what you would hope Democrats would always be in favor of. Yes. But unlike Democrats who do those things, he doesn't back down. Like, he doesn't admit it, or he doesn't like concede that like feeding hungry children is communism, or he doesn't concede that like feeding hungry children is something to apologize for. Right. He makes them come out against it. He makes them come full throated and go like, yeah, no, like if a poor kid's hungry, just let him starve to death, which doesn't play with most, normal people.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.